WWE games are the type of games that let you do whatever you want with little to no consequence at all. Take WWE 2K19 for example. I just smacked the ref in the face with a chair. He gets up and continues the match with a smile on his face. That is not always the case with WWE games, however, with some of the games having just about enough of your mindless antics, and they made sure to let you know about it. Smackdown Here Comes the Pain is one WWE game that you'll see a few times in this video. One storyline in the game season mode takes place after you have won the Royal Rumble match, or so you thought. The actual result is a controversial elimination, with the runner-up accusing you that both of your feet touched the ground first. After some arguing and disagreements, this all leads to a backstage debate that gives you, the player, choices on how you'd like to respond to the superstar's accusations. One option that will always be there, tempting you more and more as you retort to the other superstar, is the option to just hit him in the face. WWE Games in choosing the attack option? What could go wrong there? Well, if you do choose it, you will forfeit your main event spot to the other superstar, and you will completely miss WrestleMania. Yeah, right, I'm sure it will just lead to a new storyline, of course. No, if you did choose to attack, then you will actually miss WrestleMania, and you will get the worst ending in WWE Games history. And that is Coach talking about his disappointment about being left out of WrestleMania as well, and invites you to go out for dinner. The worst possible ending. In earlier SmackDown vs Raw games, you might remember that mode that no one really talks about anymore. I think it's called GM mode? Yeah, who even remembers that one? Well, anyway, one task of being a GM in GM mode is to keep your superstars happy. Make sure they are winning. Make sure you're giving them title shots. Make sure that you actually remember they exist and put them in matches. God, these superstars are real complainers. If superstar morale drops low enough and you do nothing about it because you're too busy focusing on who Triple H is going over instead, then the angry superstar will say bye-bye and jump to the other brand, giving the ultimate FU to you and your terrible, terrible GM skills. Next time, listen to what your superstars want, and maybe they'll stick around. Well, that's until Triple H gets to them at least. SmackDown Just Bring It featured a unique free roaming system, in that the free roaming system is time based. So you haven't got all the time in the world to mess around before doing the actual objective. One objective in the story mode was to find a tag team partner, and if you did, you got a #1 contender opportunity. I mean, they're just giving these opportunities away, you might as well take advantage of it. If, however, you thought it was better to run around, push a few things, and do literally anything but the objective, then you'll see a cutscene that shows Vince telling you that you pretty much blew your chance because you didn't find anyone, and to go get ready because you're in some random fatal 4-way match instead. If only they could give me another chance, I promise I wouldn't do it again. Oh wait, William Regal wants to see me? This must be important. I better get there quick. Well, a little bit of free roaming won't hurt, will it? Who's in the locker rooms? Let's go to the parking lot. Oh damn, the time's run out again. I bet it was nothing anyway. Actually, Regal comes to let you know that he was about to give you a chance at the Intercontinental title. You stupid idiot, you've blown it again. One of the fun things to do in SmackDown Here Comes the Pain is meet up with other superstars backstage, and either be cool with them or antagonize them to the point of you being knocked out. One moment in Here Comes the Pain allowed you to chat with Stephanie McMahon, who is your actual boss in this game if you are on the SmackDown brand. She'll ask you what you want, and think of all the things you could ask at this point. Request a match, ask for a title shot, talk about your future on the show, or you can say her hair looks great. We all know what you're up to if you pick that option. You want to be with Stephanie so you get all the titles, all the main events, and of course win all the time. That does remind me of someone else. Anyway, you get chance after chance to back out of trying to get with the boss until Stephanie loses it. Says that she had a great match lined up for you on the show, and because you wouldn't knock off your antics, all those plans have been cancelled, and on top of all that, you lost a superstar point for making her angry. Remember, unless you were Triple H, don't do it. The original SmackDown vs Raw season mode was a little bit more forgiving than prior WWE games. If you got to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view without winning the Rumble or being a champion, Vince would call you into the office and give you a chance at either the US title or the Intercontinental title, depending on which brand you was on.
Now that you've proven that you're not WWE Championship material, we've decided that you'd make a great United States champion.
So what do you think? Feel like challenging for the United States Championship?
This is actually a great offer after the bad few months you had, and it's something that you've just got to accept, right? There's also the choice to ask for a world title shot, which Vince would pretty much say is not possible. Now has to be the time to accept the first offer, right? Well, there is a choice to this time demand a world title shot.
You're not getting a WWE title match. You don't deserve that title, damn it. Matter of fact, you don't deserve much if anything. You're a loser, got it? A loser with an overinflated ego.
All of this conflict kicks off a storyline that pretty much has you in handicap matches every week. all because you didn't accept the reasonable offer and got too greedy. Needless to say, I'm on Vince's side with this one. Raw 2 has to be the best example of a WWE game that will not put up with your antics, which is why I've just called this entry Raw 2 in general. In Raw 2 season mode, you can choose what you'd like to do throughout the show. You can take a rest, you can encourage other superstars, or you can ask another superstar to be your manager. Or you can set traps, call people out, interfere in other matches, cause a backstage brawl, cause fights between two other superstars, and so many more things that cater to those who love to cause chaos. But your antics do come with consequences sometimes, as these events are not always guaranteed to go as planned. Some will go terribly wrong. Your call out of one superstar can be answered by anyone who wants to, your trap can fall on the completely wrong person, and some interferences will be followed by the security. Raw 2 has had enough of your antics. Stick to just using your time to rest up. Nothing can go wrong there. Damn you, Raw 2. WWE 13's Universe mode let you interfere in matches, but with a twist. You had 1 minute to do whatever you was going to do. You could help one superstar win, or you could take them both out to make the ultimate statement. What you did in that 1 minute was up to you. How about not doing either of them, and instead just run about a little bit, climb the announcer's table, and run around with the steel steps until the timer runs out? I mean, what is the game going to do? Bring out 2 security guards to pathetically drag me away while I'm kicking and screaming? Fair play then, WWE 13. Special referee mode, the ultimate screw over everyone match type of WWE games. When it was a match type in earlier WWE games, you could do whatever you wanted without a care in the world. Beat everyone up until you decided when the match was over. WWE 13 would change that up quite a lot, as if you went too overboard with your power as a special referee, a cutscene would play with you being told that you are no longer needed as the referee, and told to pretty much get the hell out of the ring and never ref again.
Down on the head. Hey, he can't do that. Well, I'm not really a referee taking care of business. Striking with the axe handle.
I said stop the match. Your services and special guest
has the
referee are no
headlock.
longer required.
Oh man, did you hear that? Neither individual is going to back down here. Oh, Daniel Bryan, too crafty for that.
It's fair to say that WWE 13 was one WWE game that was made as a counteract to our mindless antics. Referees in WWE games, what are they good for? If you said an infinite punching bag who won't fight back, making you feel like the strongest person alive, then you will be absolutely correct. That's until Gamecube WWE Games saw this blatant referee abuse and took steps into ending it once and for all. If you smack around the refs in these WWE games a little too much, then they will fight back. And I'm not talking about a little slap or a punch, they will mess you up. And they're about as powerful as any other superstar on the roster. Thankfully, we are past those days and are back to cracking the ref with chairs with absolutely no consequences at all. Sorry, ref. Here's one more Smackdown Here Comes the Pain moment for you. As you might know already, you can choose to do a post-match attack against superstars in the season mode. And sometimes you'll even be able to meet them the week after backstage. They will even remember what you did to them last week and reveal another superstar is with them to get revenge against you. You can either choose to fight them both off or cower away and apologise while they reveal it was all an elaborate setup to make you look pathetic. The perfect kind of revenge. And maybe next time you will think before you choose to attack someone after a match. There's also one more moment that I want to briefly discuss, and it's from Smackdown vs Raw 2011. So let's just call this an honourable mention thingy. Yeah, let's just go with that. Anyway, in Smackdown vs Raw 2011, during free roaming parts, you could interact with superstars and have the option to push them. Push them one too many times, however, and the game will say that's one push too many and it's time for a mandatory backstage brawl. This would cause you to get sick enough of being in a backstage brawl that you just left them alone after that. So that was the times when WWE Games had enough of your mindless antics. Are there any others that I missed off in this video? Let me know, and if there is enough, maybe I can do like a commenters edition of this video with all of your moments of WWE Games having enough of your mindless antics. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.